Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Bundle up, we're underway on a cold night in Chicago. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
And I think each of the last 2 seasons since he's become a full-time starter, Mike, all we've seen Jordan Love do is improve week by week, year by year. And when you talk to his head coach, Matt LaFleur, he's very clear. He said there is no question in my mind he can become one of the elite quarterbacks in this league. He just needs to do 2 things: stay healthy and keep winning.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That is hard. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 31 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Brendan McManus.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They've got him. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Smith. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 3rd down, it's Williams. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Packers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. This will start from the 12, try to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Jaden Reed. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. We'll go play action with Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Oh, yeah. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter, and at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he'll take it on in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. To begin this drive, 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Swift. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Javon Fuller, they're on the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They'll go again with Swift. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 14-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1 as we are ready to get back underway. It's the quarterback with a sneak, and he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they're going to see if they can come away with some points.
And he finds a little bit of space. We'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Down inside the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
That one, take it in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Bears 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a game of about 1. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Bears offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here is second down and 7. Here's Swift. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
Here's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Second down throw for Love. That one on target to Watson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for
A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
49-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Love out quickly to Dobbs. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Bears' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 7. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing is Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Love. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In motion goes Dobbs. Here's Love to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He's going to try to get this himself. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
3rd and 5. Throwing is Williams. That's out left and complete to Burden. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Throw it again. It's Williams. To the outside. A catch made by Moore. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
10 yards on the pickup.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bears offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Williams. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Williams. Connection made. It's Burden. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll try the right side with Swift. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On third down, it's Williams. That one on target to Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Bears first down.
At the 45-yard line.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Third down, they need 5. To throw. Over into the flash, and he lost the football. And the Packers have recovered the football. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are, and I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
In motion, Reed. On play action, Love. That's caught downfield, Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about, so they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
It's a gain of 21.
They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time. And
no chance at all. He'll go down.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He pulls it in around the 5. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Love. It is brought in the end zone. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read, touchdown.
Now it's McManus for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers are out to a 21-10 lead.
Bears 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. They'll put Loveland in motion. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Entering Cooper. They're on the tackle.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. A play fake. Now Williams to the left side. He's got Komet. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And the Bears.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the 1st read, the 2nd read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice gain.
On the ground, it's Swift. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
1st down. 1st and 10.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 8. Off play action. Here's Williams. A throw on the move is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That pass is caught by Burton. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second and 7. Now Love. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
13-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest game.
Here's Williams. And that is punt in the end zone. He's in. Roll, Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So let's see if the Bears can keep it rolling as they go for two.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Throw it again. It's Williams. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 30.
What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
26-yard line.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right, and this ball's not thrown,
and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
McManus on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
16.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A run here with Swift, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
It is 2nd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's to the tight end, Komet. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they've got to get some defensive stops.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A gain there of 20. First down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Packers' 26-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Now Swift. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Second down throw for Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's taken down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. First down, Packers.
A little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the fourth quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 9. The man in motion is Watson. Throwing on second down, Love. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Bears will take over possession here at the 44.
After playing pretty well the first 3 quarters, found themselves nursing a lead. It's a bad time to get the turnover bug here, Mike. I mean, that's twice now in the fourth quarter. They've turned the ball over, and instead of being in prime position to close this game out, they're fighting for their lives.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Another try, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Right side, caught by Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
Gain of 15 yards.
A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Chicago.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And the Bears are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Santos for the extra point. got it. And the Bears have cut the deficit to 5.
Packers 28, Bears 23.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
All right, good effort, just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. The ball's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he will score! Jaden Reed, touchdown, Green Bay.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers are going to extend their lead.
Packers 35, Bears 23.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This is 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now, a big 3rd down. Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he's going to have the Bears' 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard
And these are the moments in the
line.
game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt, and that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They try to throw again. Here's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
4 yards.
That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard
Every defense in the
line.
league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Yeah, and that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
Williams to the air once more. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
Here we go. One final play. Williams hit, and he loses the football. And this will be recovered by the defense on the final play. Kind of a fitting end to this one. This game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For